Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you all again. And today, uh, didn't know really what I was going to be talking about today, and but after what I explained to you, thus I'll explain my 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 topic. Anyway, basically the title of this video is going to be "Control is the End Game." Control is the goal. So yeah, control is the end game. And what do I mean by that is today uh, I've been reading in the book Manufacturing Consent by Noam Chomsky. And I've been trying to get through this book for some time. It's a very thick, very dense book. It's really difficult to get through. And it's basically um, the idea of the book is about how media propaganda works. Media propaganda, all that, uh, forms our opinions, creates our consent to do what people want us to do. Media, the elites, government, it's all manufactured consent. But the thing that kind of like I had a big old aha moment in this book is I'm reading through this book, and all the case studies, all the case examples, everything like that are all brought from third world countries, um, impoverished people, and the victims of these crimes in the third world countries and everything. And so I had this aha moment. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why is Chomsky not using examples from the U.S. and from Europe, uh, all these different first world countries? Why is he not using examples from the United States? I mean, the United States is the most politically, is the biggest political hotbed in the world, the United States. And why isn't he using examples from the United States? He's using third world countries. And so I thought about it for just a second, and I'm like, well, not only is Chomsky probably a racist, but then also, that third world countries, things like that, they can't, you know, they can't be. Anyway, so there's that. Chomsky may be a racist, but then there's also the fact that, like, all right, so somebody had to fund this book. He had to get money from somewhere to be able to write, publish, release this book and everything. And probably his publishers, things like that, those people probably said, okay, you can write the book about manufacturing consent, but you cannot use America as an example in how American citizens are basically manipulated in order to manufacture consent of the American citizenry via propaganda and all these other different mind control techniques and things like that. So that's the first aha moment. I'm like, all right, so he writes this book, third world countries. This is how we control third world countries with the mainstream media, but we're not going to talk about how we control first world countries with the mainstream media, but it's exactly the same. So there's that giant aha moment with manufacturing consent. Second is not, well, the second example is there's nothing really, I didn't learn anything that I didn't know before, but it just kind of just put a cap on it. And that is, I just recently returned from the theater and seeing the movie Heretic, the movie that's about the two Mormon missionaries that get caught in this guy's house, and he uses their faith and their beliefs to weave this web through them, and it's a very well done movie, very good. I mean, it's people that researched and wrote the movie absolutely have a very deep knowledge of Mormonism and the culture of missionary lives and all these things. So it's a very, very accurate, very well done movie. But then back into our initial discussion of manufacturing consent is the Mormon Church also is pro at manufacturing consent of its members. And what I mean by that is, the Mormon Church's official age of consent to be able to become baptized in the church, the minimum age is 8 years old. And all your life for 8 years you're brought up, you're going to be baptized, you're going to do this thing, you're going to do that thing, you're going to become a missionary, you're going to get married in the temple. Your whole life plan is basically laid out for the moment that you're birthed. And what it comes down to is, you don't have informed consent. It's basically manufactured, where they basically said this is just how things are going to be in your life. You're not going to inform you about exactly what this all means. And so the ultimate the climax of the movie Heretic basically is talking about what is the one true religion. How do you know the one true religion? There's many videos on the internet about religions and how religions know that they're true and all these things. And what all these faiths and religions have in common is that every one of them claim that they are the one true and only true religion on the planet. So the Mormons are not the only ones who claim that theirs is the only one and true religion. They all think the same thing. So there's that. And what this movie explores in pretty great detail, it's pretty well explained, is the one thing that the one true religion they all have in common is control. All religions seek control over its members and seek control over the world. They all want to be the world's religion. They all think that they are the only true religion and that they're the only way back to Jesus, or God, or whatever you want to think of. So that's really what it comes down to is control. And so religions control its members. There is in the Mormon Church, which is where I have personal experience, because technically I'm still a Mormon on paper. I just don't attend anymore, and I've had many run-ins with the local leaderships of the church over the last many years. That's a whole different story in itself. But anyway, needless to say, I don't attend any longer, but I'm still technically a member because it's still on paper. But in my book, why resign? It's just paperwork. Who cares? Whatever. I still believe in God, believe in Jesus. I pray. What else do you ask for? What else can you ask of me? I'm a good person. I do good things. I think I'm doing pretty good. So there we have that. But yeah, it really just comes down to religion, control, media, control, manufactured consent, and then with religion you have not only control, but you have lack of informed consent in religions, lack of informed consent. So it all really just comes down to control. And I guess the antidote to that is knowledge, and seeking knowledge and seeking truth that is verifiable truth, I guess you could say. Truth through history, truth through facts, historical verifiable facts. And that's kind of where we're at. So anyway, kind of a weird day today, but yeah, I mean the theme of the day is control, informed consent and manufactured consent, and that's the name of the game these days, is control. So with that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, click on the links below to check out the books that I've written, check out the t-shirts that I've designed. There's a good t-shirt in that list you might find interesting. It's a t-shirt. It's about a fresh load of thoughts and prayers has just arrived. So thoughts and prayers, got a fresh load of thoughts and prayers on that t-shirt. So check that one out. Anyway, we will see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day.